Welcome back to the Creating One podcast, and the movie review is for Christmas in My Heart. It debuted in 2021. It's rated G, it's a romance movie, and it pulled a pretty decent rating on IMDb at a 6.5 out of 10, especially for a Hallmark Movies and Mysteries Channel movie. It is directed by Pat Kiley, writers Liz Storm, Jamie Pacino, and Sherry Sharp. Its next airing date will be December 31st at 12 noon Eastern and 11 a.m. Central. According to Pop Sugar, the film Christmas in My Heart is supposed to take place in North Carolina, but the movie is actually filmed in Saint-Hyacinthe, a town in Quebec. According to the local paper, the Le Courrier de Saint-Hyacinthe, the filmmakers transformed the downtown district into a Christmas market. They also filmed scenes at a local restaurant, De Le Parvis. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to the Hallmark site so that you can get a glimpse of the happenings that are going on with the production of the movie and let you see a bit of the highlights, the cast, what the movie is about, how they've transformed this town in Quebec, Canada, into a scene to be viewed as a little town in North Carolina. The film stars Heather Hemmings, Luke McFarlane, and Cheryl Lee Ralph. And as I mentioned, it'll be coming back on December 31st, 2022 at noon and 11 a.m. Central. The actor, Luke McFarlane, has been on several performances throughout the Family Network channels, and Heather Hemmings has been in quite a few productions herself. A sneak preview of some of the photos from the site, the Hallmark Movies and Mysteries site, that was prepared for them to market and advertise for the movie. And then I'm going to take you over to IMDb now so that you can get a chance to see most of the credits and the main cast of the movie. Some of the cast members are not photographed, but you get a chance to see the full production. IMDb, if you're not familiar, is a very good place where you can find a lot of artist work and production information. Not everything is always up to date over there, but for the most part, it's a pretty good database for movies and the crew and cast in general. So, the overview. Concert violinist Beth tutors the daughter of reclusive country music star Sean to prep her for the holiday concert. They are joined through the connective power of music, starring Heather Hemmings, Luke McFarlane, and Cheryl Lee Ralph. Okay, so Beth is back home with her father for Christmas, and it is with the observation that we see that someone has likely transitioned. We turn very quickly to it's her mother. Her mother is Mrs. Hendricks, a great pillar of respect to the community arts, formerly working as the music director at the local elementary. And while Beth, a concert violinist, is awaiting the news of acceptance with the local symphony, she's tutoring children in violin. One day, Beth is in her sister friend, you can tell, Sheila's music store, filing away music. In comes Sean Grant. He's a reclusive, elusive country music star. He's there to pick up some music sheets for his daughter Katie. And this is where he spies Beth filing away some music booklets. They exchange a cute little banter, and they determine that they have music in common, but they have very, very distinct instrument difference and what they believe is considered classic. On Sean's way out of the store, he snags a phone number from the door. You know, one of those little signs that says, advertises something, and there's a telephone number, little tags, and you just tear one off. Yeah, well, he pulls one off. And clearly Sean has used the number, and it turns out he's texted the music teacher, Beth Hendricks. And so when she replies, it is actually his daughter Katie who intercepts it, and she convinces Beth to take his daughter as a client for double the pay. When Beth arrives, she finds out it is the home of Sean Grant. And after settling the terms of their arrangement, Sean agrees for her to tutor Katie for Katie's upcoming performance at a show to raise donations to support the music program that was steered by Beth's mom, Mrs. Hendricks. Beth and Katie become fast friends. They're bonding over their similar interests in music, the loss of their mothers, but we find that the greatest connection of all is the fact that they are born of mixed parentage. Both are multiracial children. And it is when Katie sees Beth play live for the first time, she realizes that she too can channel the talent and passion and actualize it. When Katie sees Beth, she sees herself. But their connection grows to become a concern for Sean when Katie mentions during their chats, she and Beth, talk about specific things like their moms, the loss of their moms. And this leads Sean to confront Beth about the privacy issue that he had previously warned her about, where he and Katie are concerned. Beth decides that it is probably best that she pull away from tutoring Katie, and so she departs, tells him goodbye, and tells him to tell Katie that she had a great time with her. Katie doesn't have full disclosure of this conversation, but she knows that her sessions are being canceled, and this kind of worries her, considering this year's event is going to have to go on without Mrs. Hendricks. And they both run into Beth and her father at a holiday showcase where Sean apologizes for his tone, and he cites that he overreacted to the bonding formulating with her and Katie, and he re-invites her back to tutoring, which delights Katie. Sean then later reinforces his apology when he shows up at the Hendricks home, and he's desiring Beth's opinion on some music he's been working on, because he's going to be returning to recording. He had taken a little hiatus away for mourning and family time. He's inspired to return to Texas, where his career was anchored, and get back to the life that he knew before his wife's passing. The move is not received well by Katie, who has grown to love being in North Carolina near her grandmother. She's making friends for the first time, and of course, she's got her new pal, Beth. Beth's audition is accepted, and she performs the same night as Katie's solo. She arrives just in time as Katie takes the stage. Katie, who is a little stage fright, pulls it together when she sees both Sean and Beth, chime in their strings, and she invites them both to join her on stage. And the trio make quite a band. Beth and her father are invited to join Katie along with her grandma, Ruthie, and Sean's manager for some post-concert celebration, and then again for Christmas dinner. Sean tells Beth he's returning to the barn. He's going to turn the barn into a studio, and he's remaining in town for all the things that matter most to him and Katie are right there in this place. He stumbles anxiously towards asking Beth for a date, and she agrees. They kiss. And all I want is a sequel. Sometimes we get some of the greatest movies and they never become sequels, and we get these movies that just drag on and on and on, and we get tired of them. But anyway, it was a great movie. I hope you get a chance to see it. And additionally, I hope and wish for you all a very peaceful, restful, joyous Christmas holiday. And if I don't see you on the YouTube before the new year, I wish you a very, very happy new year. I will be back, but I'm going to take a few days off of rest after so much effort and putting together over 25 clips for you for Vlogmas. And of course, I don't know if you guys know this, but I will be celebrating my 53rd birthday on January 1st. So I want some time to watch some movies, catch up on some chats with friends and family, and just relax and recline into this not so regular weather down here in Alabama. First time in Alabama for Christmas, and it is a reminder of home, which is usually cold. But anyway, have a great evening, you guys, and let me know what you think about the movie when you get a chance to see it. Don't forget, it's going to come on Saturday, December 1st, 12 noon and 11 a.m. Central. All right, see you in the next one.